Hey everybody, it's Cheryl with Buckeye Outdoors. We have the Olight Perun right angle light, also be used as a headlamp. We have the full initial review today, my thoughts, my impressions on it, and very comprehensive beam shots. Everybody that knows my beam shots knows I don't do backyard, schoolyard beam shots. We go all out with it. And that's what we'll be doing with this. Now I do have the headband coming for this, and looking forward to that because we're going to be comparing this against the HM65R from Phoenix. That's going to be quite the shootout for beams, but that's a different video. Let's talk about this bad boy now. This light was sent to me from my great friends at Skybin Amazon. You go down there and clicky on the linky that will take you to Skybin Amazon. Check this light out on their page. Now, in full disclosure, I do not do Amazon reviews, but I will link my reviews to a person's product, in this case, Skybin Amazon. In full disclosure, the links that I supply are not affiliate links. If you click on them, I get nothing. If you buy from them, I get nothing. I don't get paid, zilch, zero, nada. That all being said, let's take a closer look at the Olight Perun. Okay everybody, we're going to check the light out real quick and do our beam shots. Now if you watch the unboxing video, you would have seen the box unboxing. We're not going to do that here. We're going to jump right to the light so we could spend a little bit more time doing beam shots. Now of course you do get the owner's manual. You do get the threading needle, and to show you how the threading needle works, I kind of like this myself. Just like that. Hold that in place. And easy peasy, right? Nothing to it. I'm not going to use the lanyard on this light, but that's how you would do it. Now, just some numbers on the light in general. The light has a max output of 2000 lumens. It'll do that for 2.5 minutes. At that point, it will step down to 800 lumens, where it will run for 160 minutes. The second highest setting is also 500 lumens for 4 hours. Setting below that, 120 lumens for 15 hours, which is my personal favorite because that is more than enough light to night hike by. That's a lot of night hiking. Or you could do 30 lumens for 47 and a half, notice they emphasize a half, 47 and a half hours. Or if you're really stuck in the boonies and lost, 5 lumens for 10 days. So the runtime is killer on this light. I love the runtime. I'm a big fan of it. The light has 3600 candela. If that number seems low to you, understand this light is a flutter, not as much as a thrower. This light is IPX8 rated, meaning the X just means there has been no tests for dust, but the 8 means that the light is submersible up to a certain depth and up to a certain amount of time, so feel confident and feel free to run around in the rain with it. The light has 120 meters of throw. Again, to me that is more than sufficient when I'm out in the woods backpacking, because most of the time I'm in a green tunnel anyway. I need more flood than I need throw. Plus a lot of throw is going to do a lot of throwback or glare back from the leaves. It is 1.5 meter drop tested. The weight of this bad boy is a staggering 4.23 ounces. I say staggering because that includes the batteries, and that is not bad for what you're getting. Now this light comes supplied with a 3400 milliamp 18650 battery, which we'll look at in a second. Word to the wise, you cannot use CR123 batteries with this. Don't do it. It's been advised not to do it. I wish it could. That's one downfall to the light, I believe, is you know, for cold weather performance, I really like 123s. Now, if the battery gets too low to where there's only about 10% of life left, this thing is going to vibrate and let you know, hey, charge me now. So, pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at the battery. Again, you can't use 123s. Not a deal breaker, but I really like using 123s when it's like 0 degrees out. And the other thing I like is they didn't use the proprietary battery. Now keep in mind that the charging system that they said in the manual other 18650s could work and it could charge, but they don't support it, meaning if it blows up, that's on you. So if that's how it is, then, you know, buyer beware. You can buy more of these directly from Olight, and I believe Skybin might have these as well. So that all being said, let's talk about the proximity sensor. Now, there is a sensor built into this light, that little black guy right there, that if something gets in its way for a certain amount of time, it can drop the light down to 30 lumens. Part of the beam shot test is we're going to see if we could trip that. And one of my concerns is, like, what if you're working under the hood of a car, etc., etc. We'll see how that works. I'm really not sure. But let's check out the charging system, no less. Now, of course, I'm always outdoors, so I always have a battery brick. Boop. Turns red, she's charging. When it turns green, obviously, it is finished charging. The nice thing about the battery they included is I could throw that on a bay charger and condition the battery, which is my preferred way. Just my preference. I don't like using the external charging when I can. I try to put them in a good bay charger where it can do its thing to the battery, and I know it's got a full charge on it. And it gives me an idea of the health of the battery too. That's important to know sometimes, you know. If you keep throwing the battery back in there and it's not taking a good charge, you may have a serious battery problem. So just word for the wise. So that's about it. You know, the modes on the light are pretty simple. That's one thing, is very simple on this light. Obviously, you got your lowest. It's typical Olight, right? You press and hold, it goes through the modes. There's your turbo mode. So you turn on eco, low, medium, high, eco, low, medium, high. Double tap, turbo. Triple tap, strobe. Simple. That's one of the things that I love about the light, is the pure simplicity of the UI. They didn't stupefy it with 37 settings and 10 different modes and different levels, and it can fry eggs and juggle cats. No, it just works. That's what I like about it. If I'm backpacking, I don't want to be fumbling with this thing. Or if I'm on a certain mission, I don't want to be fumbling. I want it to do what I need it to do in an expedient manner. Deep pocket carry clip. Reversible as well. Remove that if you put the headband on. It's such a good looking light. You know what? Let's take a closer look at it. I still think that is absolutely beautiful light. I mean, seriously. Right? Look at that. That's beautiful. Get a good look at that sensor. And I am going to test that sensor out a bit more. That's my only two concerns. Again, it cannot use 123s in the sensor. But we'll see. You know, I know some people are saying, well, it doesn't throw like the H2R. Well, it's not an H2R. This is a Perun. This is a whole different light. This is more of a flutter. So guys, what do you think, man? I think it's time for beam shots. Let's go check it out now. All right, guys. So we're 300 foot out from that tree line way down there, and it's dark enough for this. Those trees are about 60, 70 foot tall, sitting on top of a 20-foot hill down at the end. So as we do the beam shots, we're going to progressively get and have the distance to 150 to even closer. Some angle shots of the woods and whatnot. During this test, I'm using a Phoenix thrower to highlight the target that I'm aiming at, so you have a better reference point. Plus, by using a different flashlight, it helps to give you a better idea of how this light is performing. So of course I had to use a throwy light versus this floody light. So 300 foot out, I don't think the Perun is going to reach those trees at the end, but we're gonna give it a whirl. So this is the Phoenix all the way down. Now remember, that's a thrower. That's a reference. Here's the Olight Perun. Eco, you can just see it lighting up the road. Low. I could definitely hike to that right there. That is not an issue there. Medium. That's a nice beam. High. Oh my goodness. And finally, turbo. What a beautiful beam. My gosh. That is just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there's eco. Low. Medium. Whoop. I had it wrong. Hold on. Fail. Eco. Low. medium, high, turbo. Oh God, I love that beam. All right, let's keep cruising on to more beam shots. Okay, so the corner of that mausoleum, you'll see my finger in the frame there, is right there. That structure's 20 foot tall and 150 foot out. Again, we're going to light it up with a phoenix for reference. All right, so here's the Olight Perun. My eco mode, low, medium, high. Good Lord, what a beautiful beam. Look how smooth that is. And turbo. That is beautiful. That is just a bonkers beam. I love it. Okay, so eco, low, medium, whoops, high, turbo. Isn't that beautiful, guys? All right, let's on to the next one. Okay, everybody, we're now a little bit closer, about halfway closer to that bunker hill off in the distance there. If it doesn't seem too dark out, we got a lot of ambient lighting up here tonight. They're doing a lot of stuff, so it's kind of hard to avoid that right now. So 150 foot for reference. Here's the Phoenix. And of course the slide is a thrower. Just gives you a reference point. And here is the Olight Perun. My low mode, you can see it illuminating the barrels. I can see it on the ground, but you can't really see it too well. Low, definitely lighten up the road more. Not bad. Medium. High. It's got the whole roadway lit, but not the trees up on the hill. And turbo. Not quite punching out there at 150, 160 foot, but boys, it got this roadway lit up. Yeah, for up close work, this thing, look at that beam pattern. What a beauty. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so we are at the bottom, at the base of that bunker hill that we were 300 feet, then 150 feet out. We're actually on the edge of the hill, which is right there. The hill goes up about 20-ish foot, and the trees on top of it get up to about 65 foot. So as a reference light, here's the Phoenix. And here is the Olight Perun. It's my low mode, of course. Eco. Low. Kind of see it light up the hill. Medium. High. It's definitely lighting up the trees a little bit now, like that guy over there. That's the closest tree to us. And turbo. What a beautiful beam pattern. That is absolutely beautiful. Alright, one more time. Here's your eco. Low. See it lighting up the hill. Medium. High. Turbo. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, folks, the first beam shot, you'll notice in front of you, it's getting pretty dark, a little bit of dusk showing through the trees back there. The first target is about 100 foot out, and you will see it. You see my finger in the video there. There's the target, actually right there. That is a tree 100 foot out. Up to that point is about 50 foot high. That's actually a monstrous tree, probably about an 80 footer. So for a reference light, I brought the Phoenix TK15 UE. Here's the Phoenix to show you the tree. So there's your reference. Now, let's take a look at the Olight Perun. Again, there's my lowest mode. Okay, it's not going to do anything on that mode. Second mode, yeah, it's kind of, it's on. It's kind of lighting the tree up a little bit. Third, now you can see the tree. I believe that would be my medium mode. There's high. You could definitely see the base of the tree. Boy, it's a floody light, guys. Oh, look at the flood on that thing. Now we're going to try turbo. Whew, nice. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Well, what'd y'all think of that, huh? I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, it's like the H2R Nova, but not like the H2R Nova. I mean, this thing's a flood monster. And the H2R tends to kind of throw that beam. And that's my impression with this thing, is this thing is a flood monster. Now, like I said, I am getting the headband. That should be here in a couple days. I will be putting the headband on. I will be trail testing it. That will be a whole nother video. And the reason why is we're going to do a head-to-head beam comparison against the Phoenix HM65R. Beam shots only. You know, that's what we're going for with that one. I want to see how well it does, because the HM65R was one of the best trail lights I've ever had, bar none. I think it met its match, and I'm not even kidding. I have 35 headlamps. I use headlamps almost exclusively for everything. Backpacking, hiking, all the outdoor stuff I do, headlamp, headlamp. So this is going to be a tremendous light. And I do recommend, if you get the Perun, get the headband. I can't say that enough. And I believe Skybin does sell it with the headband with it. This one did not come with it. So again, guys, be looking for that review. And again, my only concern with the light is the proximity sensor. Like, you know, what if you're working on your car and that whole thing. I haven't seen too much of an issue with it yet. And even then, if you know what's going to happen, you know what to expect. Fair enough. So again, be looking for that review coming up. Do click on that link below and check out my friends at Skybin Amazon. And drop in the comments what you think about your Perun. Do you have one? Are you going to get one? Do you like it? Do you hate it? You know what to do. Drop something down below and talk to me. And guys, again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Cheers.